Noah Reyes had one rule when making deliveries. Keep your head down, keep the food warm, and never get involved in rich people's problems. That rule had carried him through 3 years of late-night shifts, broken elevators, rude customers, and tips so small they felt like insults. He was 22, tired most of the time, and always smelled faintly of garlic bread and rain. But he was dependable, and dependable people were the ones the world called when everyone else had better plans. On a stormy Friday night, Noah carried 2 insulated bags into Meridian Tower, the tallest building in downtown Seattle. The order was for the executive floor: 6 pizzas, 2 trays of pasta, and 1 black coffee with no sugar. The app said the customer was Vale. When the elevator opened on the 48th floor, Noah stepped into chaos. Screens flashed red. Phones rang nonstop. Men and women in expensive suits ran between glass rooms like the building itself was on fire. At the center of the storm stood a woman in a cream-colored suit, her dark hair pinned back, her voice calm only because she was forcing it to be. "Lock the client vault," she said. "Disconnect the payment channels. Nobody leaves until I know how they got in." Noah cleared his throat. "Delivery for Vale?" No one answered. He tried again. "Food delivery for Vale." The woman turned. Her eyes were tired, sharp, and furious all at once. "I'm Elena Vale. Put it anywhere." Noah looked at the nearest table. It was covered with laptops, cables, and folders marked confidential. "Anywhere looks expensive," he said. A few employees stared at him like he had told a joke at a funeral. Elena took a breath. "Young man, my company is under attack. We may lose the personal data of 2 million customers. I do not have time to discuss pizza placement." Noah glanced at the largest screen. Lines of code raced across it. He did not mean to stare, but a pattern caught his eye before he could stop himself. "That's not the real breach," he said softly. A technician with round glasses turned. "Excuse me." Noah pointed at the screen. "That loop is a decoy. They want you chasing stolen files while they poison your backup scheduler. If that vault opens wrong, your clean copies erase themselves." The room went silent. The technician laughed, but it sounded nervous. "And you know that because you deliver pizza?" Noah shifted the bag on his shoulder. "I know it because bad code is still code." Elena walked closer. "What's your name?" "Noah Reyes." "Noah Reyes, can you prove what you just said?" His first instinct was to say no. He wanted his tip, his next order, and maybe enough time to eat a cold slice before midnight. Then a warning appeared on the wall. "Backup vault access requested." Elena saw it too. "Give him a terminal." The technician protested. "Ms. Vale, we cannot let a delivery boy touch our system." Elena did not blink. "My system is already burning. Move." A laptop was pushed toward Noah. He set the food on the floor, wiped his hands on his jeans, and sat down. For 1 second, the office disappeared. He forgot the expensive carpet. He forgot the people watching him like he was a strange animal. He saw only the attack, and the attack felt familiar. His fingers moved. He pulled logs, killed false processes, and rerouted access into a dead server. The attackers fought back. Screens flashed black, then red, then black again. Someone whispered, "He's actually doing it." Noah found the hidden trigger buried in a harmless maintenance script. He trapped it, copied it, and sent it into a loop. The clock hit midnight. Nothing erased. One screen turned green. Then another. Then the wall display refreshed. System lockdown successful. For a heartbeat, no one moved. Then the office erupted in cheers. Elena Vale stepped in front of Noah. "You saved my company." Noah looked down at the delivery bags. "Your pasta is probably ruined." For the first time that night, Elena laughed. Then she wrote on the back of her business card and handed it to him. "Come back Monday. I want to offer you a real job." Noah read the handwritten line. "You belong where your gift can breathe." He slipped the card into his pocket, picked up the food, and headed for the elevator. Behind him, Elena called, "Noah? Thank you." He gave a tired smile. "Next time, order earlier." If you're enjoying Noah's story so far, please take a second to subscribe. It helps this channel grow and lets me keep creating more audio stories like this. Now let's get back to the night that changed everything. Noah did not return Monday. He told himself rich people made promises when they were scared and forgot them when the lights came back on. But the truth was simpler. He was afraid. Years earlier, Noah had been the best student in a small cybersecurity program. His teachers said he had instinct. His father said he could find the loose thread in any knot. Then his father got sick, bills stacked up, and Noah dropped out to work. His laptop collected dust. His dream became something he looked at only when he was too tired to sleep. So, when Elena Vale offered him a job, it did not feel like a miracle. It felt like a trap set by hope. For 3 days, he ignored her card. On the 4th day, she found him outside a noodle shop. A black car pulled to the curb. The rear window lowered, revealing Elena in a charcoal coat. "You are difficult to schedule," she said. Noah stared. "You track me through the delivery app?" "No. The restaurant owner said you pick up here every Thursday and refuse free soup. Soup feels like a bribe." "It is soup, Noah." He almost smiled. Elena stepped out. "I am not offering charity. I'm offering consultant work, paid properly. You can keep your delivery shifts until you decide what you want." But the breach was not random. Whoever attacked us knew our system too well. Noah reached for the restaurant door, but her next words stopped him. "The attacker left your old handle in the logs. N-Reyes_17. Cold moved through his chest. He had not used that handle in years. "Someone is framing me," he whispered. "Or calling you out," Elena said. "Either way, you are already involved." That night, Noah entered Meridian Tower not as a delivery boy, but as a consultant with a visitor badge and a borrowed blazer that did not fit. Some employees watched with curiosity. Others watched with suspicion. One senior engineer, Grant Hale, made no effort to hide his dislike. "So, this is the miracle kid," Grant said. "Does he come with garlic knots?" Noah looked at him. "Only for people with better firewalls." A few workers coughed to hide laughter. Elena led Noah into a conference room where 3 laptops waited. Logs, threat messages, failed access points. Everything we have. For hours, Noah followed the trail. The attack moved like smoke, slipping through cracks and pretending to be one thing while doing another. But beneath the disguise was a rhythm he recognized. Not from school, from home. His older brother, Marco, had taught him the first rules of hacking when Noah was 13. Marco had been brilliant, reckless, and angry at a world that never seemed to give their family a fair chance. 5 years ago, Marco vanished after being accused of breaking into a bank system. Noah believed he ran because he was guilty. Their mother believed he ran because he was scared. Now Noah saw Marco's habits in the code. A reverse timestamp, a useless variable named after their childhood dog, a logic loop folded like a card trick. Noah pushed back from the table. Elena noticed. "What did you find?" "Nothing I can prove yet." "Noah." He stood. "I need air." Outside, rain blurred the city lights. Noah leaned against the building and tried to breathe. If Marco was behind this, then the past had not stayed buried. It had followed him into the tallest tower in Seattle, and it had learned his name. The next morning, Noah's life began to shrink. The delivery app suspended him for unusual customer reports. His landlord left a late rent notice even though Noah had paid. His mother called, trembling, because someone had sent her a photo of Noah entering Meridian Tower with the words, "Ask your son what he did." By noon, Noah understood. Someone did not just want Meridian broken. They wanted him isolated. Elena sent a car, but Noah took the bus. When he reached the tower, reporters waited outside. "Are you the delivery hacker?" one shouted. "Did Meridian hire you to cover up the breach?" Noah kept walking. Inside, Elena was waiting near the elevators, anger burning under her calm. "I'm handling the press," she said. "The press is not the problem." "I know." In the conference room, a cardboard pizza box sat on the table. Noah stared at it. "That better not be a joke." Elena shook her head. "It arrived for you 10 minutes ago. No driver on camera. No order record." Inside the box was no pizza, only a burner phone and a folded receipt. Printed across the receipt were 3 words, "Run the mirror." Noah's hands went cold. "What does that mean?" Elena asked. "It was a game my brother and I played," Noah said. "One person built a maze in code. The other had to reverse it without breaking the walls. We called it running the mirror." The burner phone lit up. A text appeared. "Still quick, little brother?" Noah almost dropped it. For the first time, he told Elena everything. Marco, the accusation, the disappearance, and the guilt Noah carried because the last words he said to his brother were full of anger. Elena listened without interrupting. When he finished, she said, "If your brother is involved, we need proof before anyone else twists this against you." Grant Hale entered without knocking. Or maybe the simplest answer is true. Maybe the delivery kid brought family drama into a corporate breach. Noah stood. "Say that again." Elena's voice cut through the room. "Grant, leave." Grant's face tightened. "I've kept this company alive for 8 years. Now I'm dismissed for a courier. You're dismissed because you are not helping." That night, Noah ran the mirror. The phone contained a puzzle hidden inside corrupted images, broken timestamps, and false trails. Noah worked until dawn while Elena slept in a chair across from him, refusing to leave him alone. At 5:13 a.m., the maze opened. A video file appeared. Marco's face filled the screen. He looked older, thinner, and afraid. "Noah," he said, "if you're watching this, they used my old tricks to find you. I did not attack Meridian. I built a security tool for people who lied about what it was for. When I realized the truth, I stole the key and ran. They have been hunting me ever since." Noah covered his mouth. Marco continued, "Elena Vale is not the target. She is the door. Meridian verifies identities for banks, hospitals, and city systems. If they break her company, they can become anyone. There is a traitor inside her building. Do not trust the man who offers clean answers. And Noah, I'm sorry I left you carrying my ghost." The video ended. Elena stood slowly. "Grant." Noah nodded. "Maybe. But maybe someone wants us to think that." Before the story continues, please subscribe if you haven't already. It only takes a second, and it helps more than you know. Now let's see if Noah can expose the traitor before the next attack begins. Elena Vale had built Meridian from nothing. People saw the tower and the magazine covers and assumed she had been born near the top. They did not know she once slept in her car outside investor meetings because she could not afford a hotel. They did not know how many times men twice her age had mistaken her for an assistant in rooms where she was the only one who understood the product. Noah learned this from the walls of her office. A photo of her mother in a diner uniform, a cracked first dollar frame, and a rejection letter framed like a trophy. "Why keep that?" he asked. Elena looked at the letter. "To remember the sound of doors closing. It makes opening them feel better." For the first time, Noah understood her. She was not powerful because life had been easy. She was powerful because she had refused to stay where people placed her. Together, they built a trap. Elena announced a fake emergency patch meeting. Only senior staff received the file. Noah hid a harmless beacon inside it. If the traitor copied the patch or sent it outside the building, the beacon would call home. Grant attended the meeting, arms folded. So did Elena's legal chief, Paula Shin, a quiet woman who had been with Meridian since the beginning. 30 minutes after the meeting ended, the beacon moved. Not from Grant's machine. From Paula's. Elena stared at the alert. "Paula was there when I had nothing." Noah hated the look on her face. Betrayal was easier to solve on a screen than in a heart. They followed the beacon to an encrypted upload. The payment trail led to a private security contractor called Blackcurrant. Noah searched the name and found lawsuits, rumors, and one grainy photograph. In the background stood Marco. Alive. Elena placed a hand on Noah's shoulder. "We find him." "How?" "The same way they found you. We make ourselves impossible to ignore." The next morning, Elena held a press conference in the lobby. "Meridian was attacked," she said to the cameras. "We stopped the first breach because a young man named Noah Reyes saw what others missed. Since then, someone has tried to discredit him, threaten his family, and compromise this company from inside. I will not allow fear to write this story." Reporters shouted questions. Elena raised her hand. "To whoever is behind this, you failed to break my company. You failed to break Noah, and you will fail again." Every screen in the lobby went black. A message appeared. "Midnight. Bring the boy. Come alone." Below the words was an address, an abandoned ferry terminal on the waterfront. At 11:40 p.m., Noah and Elena entered the old ferry terminal through a side door. The building smelled of rust, seaweed, and rain. "This is a terrible plan," Noah whispered. "Most important plans are terrible until they work," Elena said. "That is not comforting." A single laptop waited on a ticket counter. Its screen lit up as they approached. "Hello, Noah." A video call opened. Marco appeared. Noah stepped forward. "Marco." His brother's eyes filled with pain. "You got taller. You disappeared." "I know. Did you do this?" "No. But I helped build the weapon they're using. Black Current turned it into a key for stealing identities. When I tried to destroy it, they framed me. Then they found you." Elena leaned toward the screen. "Who inside Meridian helped them?" Marco looked down. Paula opened doors. Grant covered tracks. He thought Black Current would hire him after they forced you out. A sound came from the darkness. Grant Hale stepped into the dim light, holding a phone. Paula stood beside him, crying silently. "Touching family reunion," Grant said. "But it ends now." Elena stepped in front of Noah. "You sold out your own company." Grant's bitterness finally spilled over. "Your company? I built the systems while you gave speeches. Then you brought in a delivery boy and treated him like the future." Noah looked at him. "This was never about security. You were jealous." The laptop alarm began to beep. 11:59 p.m. Marco shouted, "Noah, now." Grant lunged, but Elena slammed into him. The phone flew from his hand. Noah grabbed the laptop and dropped behind the counter. He typed. Marco guided him through the first layer. Noah reversed it. Marco opened the mirror. Noah closed the maze. The attack fought back, hiding inside legitimate requests, splitting itself into thousands of tiny pieces. Sirens wailed outside. Elena had called security before they ever entered, ignoring the demand to come alone. Noah's screen flashed red. "Marco, I'm losing it." "No, you're not," Marco said. "You always saw what I missed. That's why I taught you. Not because you were my little brother. Because you were better." Noah's eyes burned. Then he found the loose thread. The attack depended on Meridian trusting its own emergency certificate. So, Noah did the one thing nobody expected. He made Meridian distrust itself. For 3 seconds, every connected system rejected the attack as if it were a stranger at the door. Marco used those 3 seconds to burn the stolen key. The screen went black, then green. Attack terminated. Police flooded the terminal. Grant shouted. Paula cried. Elena stood breathless, hair loose from its knot, rainwater on her coat, and blood on her sleeve from a cut she had not noticed. Noah looked at the screen. Marco was still there. "Come home," Noah said. Marco shook his head sadly. "Not yet. I have to give them everything. Evidence, names, the whole network. But I'm done running from you. Promise." Marco's voice broke. "Promise." The call ended. We're almost at the end of Noah's journey. If this story kept you listening, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment with your favorite moment. Your support helps bring more stories like this to life. 3 months later, Noah Reyes walked into Meridian Tower carrying no delivery bag. He wore a dark blue shirt, new shoes, and a security badge with his name printed under the word Cyber Defense Apprentice. He still felt strange every time the elevator doors opened. Part of him expected someone to shout that he did not belong. No one did. Grant Hale was awaiting trial. Paula Shin had agreed to testify. Black Current was under federal investigation. Marco had entered protective custody after turning over enough evidence to shake half the private security industry. And Elena Vale had kept her promise. She did not just hire Noah. She built a training program for people with talent, but no traditional path. Dropouts, caregivers, veterans, night shift workers, delivery drivers, janitors, and anyone else the hiring world had overlooked. She called it the Open Door Lab. At the opening ceremony, Noah's mother sat in the front row wearing her best dress and crying before anyone had spoken. Marco appeared by video from an undisclosed location, looking healthier and embarrassed by all the attention. When it was Noah's turn to speak, he almost refused. But Elena gave him the same look she had given him the first night, the look that said she already knew he could do it. Noah stepped to the microphone. "I used to think opportunity was something that happened to other people," he said. "I thought if a door closed, that meant I was not meant to walk through it. But sometimes a door closes because someone needs to learn how to pick the lock." The crowd laughed softly. Noah smiled. I'm not saying everyone should hack a CEO's company to get a job. Please do not do that. But talent can hide in uniforms, aprons, work boots, delivery bags, and places nobody bothers to look. If this lab does anything, I hope it teaches people to look. Elena applauded first. Everyone followed. After the ceremony, Noah found her on the balcony overlooking the city. You did well, she said. I almost threw up. You hit it professionally. He leaned on the railing. Thank you for believing me when it got hard. Elena looked out at the lights. I doubted too late and trusted just in time. I'm still learning. Down on the street, a delivery rider hurried into the tower with someone's dinner. Noah watched him go, remembering the weight of insulated bags on tired shoulders, remembering how invisible he used to feel. Elena followed his gaze. Do you miss it? The work? Sometimes. The tips? Never. A message buzzed on Noah's phone. It was from Marco. Proud of you, little brother. Noah typed back. Come home soon. The answer came a moment later. I will. Noah slipped the phone into his pocket and looked at the city again. For the first time in years, the future did not feel like a locked system. It felt like a screen waiting for the right command. And Noah Reyes, the delivery boy who saw the code, was finally ready to write his own. Thank you for listening to this story. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to SPT Entertainment, leave a like, and comment with a rating from 0 to 10. And remember, sometimes the person everyone overlooks is the one carrying the gift that saves the day.